In today's video we are gonna play Lumra Golgari Combo. This is a really fun deck. It is a Landfall combo deck where we try to finish opponent off with the Vinelasher. We have Lumra and the Aftermath Analyst to get the lands back from the graveyard to finish opponent off. But we can also just go through the entire deck, float lots of mana, and also finish off with a Lewis. Quite complicated to play, but really rewarding when you win. So don't go away and watch the video. Enjoy. This is the combo deck we are playing today. It is the Lumra combo. It is a finishing deck with your lands from the graveyard with the Iridescent Vinelasher. The Vinelasher is a 1 mana 1/2 with Offspring 2 and Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, this creature deals 1 damage to your target opponent. The main goal of this deck to return all the lands from the graveyard onto the battlefield, pushing all the damage, and we can even repeat that because we're going to keep tapping, sacrificing, and so on and so on. It's quite a tricky deck to pilot, so I will try my best to go over the cards, but let's have a look at the cards that will enable this type of deck. So we have cards like Lumra, the Below of the Woods, which is a 6 mana star, Witchland Reach. Lumra's power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control. When Lumra enters, mill 4 cards, then return all land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. So this is a 6 mana card that will return all the land cards from the graveyard to the battlefield. Keep in mind, if you have no lands on the battlefield and play this card will die, but it will still trigger. So you can get 1 round of lands from your graveyard. Then we also have the Aftermath Analyst, which is a 2 mana 1/3. When this creature enters, mill 3 cards, and for 4 mana, sacrifice this creature, return all land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Another way to get the lands back, this one you can play before and then for 4 later. And it's just another way to get all the lands back from the graveyard. The main problem is they will come in tapped. So how do we fix this? We play Spelunking, which is a 3 mana enchantment. When this enchantment enters, draw a card. Then you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. If you put a cave on the battlefield, you gain 4 life. And lands you control enter untapped. So Spelunking allows us to repeat this in, like, let's say we play all the lands. Then we sacrifice all the lands. We play all the lands. And then we just keep finishing off with the Vinelasher. It's like the short version of it. We do have also Cave in the deck. Let me see here. We have the Volatile Fault, which is a cave. Gives us life. And is also a land that we can sacrifice. We do like sacrifice lands. But the problem with Escape Tunnel and Passages, these lands do not give you mana on its own. The Vault actually gives you mana on its own. That is why we play this card as well, which is quite important. Another really important card is the Mudflood Village here. This land allows us to get a lizard back from the graveyard to our hand. So we can use the Mudflood Village here to get the Vinelasher back on our hand. This way we can offspring it, play it, and then do the combo, right? And we also mill a lot of cards, right? We have the Icetail Explorer here, which is a 4 mana 2/4. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. You may play lands from your graveyard, and Landfall when a land you control enters, mill a card. This helps us to find this land from the graveyard if we do not have it, and if there's a situation that all our Vinelashers are in the graveyard as well, which could happen, right? Then we would have a problem. We would have another way to win, and that would be Lewis here from the new set, which is a 2 black and X spell with lifelink. Comes into the battlefield with X+1/+1 counters, and when it enters, it deals X damage to target opponent. You can also just really like tap your lands and do it in O and then finish it off with Lewis. And the way we actually get the lands into the graveyard is with Pitiless Carnage. It's your 4 mana sorcery. Sacrifice any number of permanents you controlled and draw that many cards. Plot for 3. So you can set up this turn. You plot it, and then you can do it for 0 the next turn. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to tap all your lands. You're going to sacrifice them. Play this card. Draw maybe like 10 cards. Play a Lumra or an Analyst. Then you get all the lands back while you have a Spelunker. Have still 6 mana floating. And you will have a full hand, or maybe 10 mana floating, right? But and you get the 10 lands as well, so you have 16 lands. And it's a bit of a math thing. And then if you have a Vinelasher, you already do damage. And then if not, you could redo it because there's a high chance to find Carnage, right? There's many ways, and if not, you have the Pillage of the Bog here, which is a 2-mana sorcery. Look at the top X cards of your library, who access twice the number of lands you control. Put one of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Also has plot to set up the turns. This card will find you the card you need in that moment. That's the main goal of this. We also have 4 Llanowar Elves here. I know it's a lot here. It's not that many cards, but it's way easier to explain it when you see the games. We won against quite a lot of decks, which is fun. It's a cool deck. No Lumra is in Pioneer, so this is the standard version of Lumra. And we also play 1 Cavern of Souls here, in case we need to make sure we secure a Lumra on an elf here, or like the villain here, right? This is quite important, just in case if you face blue-white control. I didn't face blue-white control of this deck, so that quite helps. We also have the Esp Origins here, which helps us to survive. It gives us 2 life and Surveil 2 for 2 mana. And then we can flashback it for 4 and do the same again, and we get a 4/4 creature. What I really like about it is, sure, the first step, you can reveal, and then you can get a card in your hand. But the second step, you get 2 extra mana, and that 2 mana can enable your turns quite heavy. So you have to calculate this in your turn, but again, most likely you need the Icetile Explorer to really go off, but it could work without, but it's slower. And sometimes you have to think you really need to set up the turn with the plots. The plots are quite important. Make sure you quite survive somehow, and then you just go off in 1 turn. But yeah, you bring it back your lands, you shoot them down with Vinelasher. Worst case, you have Lewis to finish it off. But it's a really tricky deck, but yeah, Spelunking is the most important one here. Just to make sure that the lands enter untapped. And yeah, keep also in mind the Passage and the Tunnel, they do not give you mana per se, but what you can do is, you can sacrifice these cards, right? And you're still floating mana, sacrifice these cards, and then play an Analyst or a Lumra again to get them back on the field. Maybe to finish them off with the Vinelasher, and we had to do this against a Demon midrange deck. I didn't play this deck perfectly, I guess. It is like 4 AM in the morning, so I tried my best. But we won quite a lot of games, and you keep in mind you can do this. But also have to be careful with Carnage here, because Carnage will draw your card, and you can mill yourself quite fast here. So also keep in mind you have the Icetile Explorer, which I sometimes like totally forgot. It will mill you, right? You get milled, so you can sacrifice the Icetile Explorer with the Carnage to make sure you don't get milled and can redo this. This is also something you have to keep in mind. But if you need the Explorer and you only played 1 land and hope you find a village to redo things, then you have to do it this way. So yeah, lots of lines, lots of things to do with this type of deck. Super fun to play. Not a deck you should play when you're tired. A deck you should play when you're not so tired. Super fun. I enjoyed it. And if you like this type of combo decks towards the end of the season, let me know. I have way more combos, but I'm probably going to keep them for now since the new season is going to start soon. And we're going to push for number 1, of course. This time I have the time. I'm not in Kyoto, where I was last time. My vacation, beautiful, but I really look forward to push for it again. And yeah, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. We are growing a lot, trying the Discord. My setup is finally back, trying to do the streaming again. So many things I want to do. And yeah, I hope you like this deck and the games. Enjoy. Can keep. Ishgard. Maybe Cheska Artifacts? It's been a while since I Ishgard. Gonna do like this, because I will play Spelunking and then play another land, right, for ramp. It's okay, it's okay, it's fine. Need to mill lands, of course. Pillage is pretty good though. Clay, okay, they're slow. They're slow. I like slow. So we go to 6. Not really helping, but we get 2 lands next turn. Lumra is not good enough here as well, and we cannot play Ice Tile yet. So Battlefront coming in. I hope I dodge certain cards here. Yeah, it's gonna be really close. Okay, that's not too bad. I hope they take the summon here. Yeah, should have taken the other one. Okay. It could be worse. It could be worse. Gonna use this here. Okay. So now we try to set up a really good mill plan. It's quite slow on their side now. So they have to win next turn. Otherwise we win. We go with the Explorer and then just try to use it as much as we can. That's the goal. Sure, get 1 life from us. Gonna keep the passage there because we do wanna get the extra mill done. Okay, so we're gonna get our cards. We don't have the Lizard land here to keep in mind. Just getting our lands out. Millen. They don't usually play Beholds or anything. I'm gonna play this because it forces them to use something. I still have Lumra in my hand. Still milling here. Okay. So we have Pillage and we have Lumra. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And depending how they play, Bay is not good enough. Oh, of course. The one of Lantern in the hand is definitely good. It's a Lewis now. That's not cool. Okay, not cool, not cool at all. They used the lantern at least. So we have to refill the shenanigans. 10-10 is pretty good. They will have to get a cage. I get 2 lands in. It's more than that. We don't have the Lizard land yet, which is a bit sad. So we only lost good cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we have 18 cards. Okay. I do not have the card I want yet, which is the one I need to get in the graveyard. So Okay, for the triggers. How many basics? Only one. I have to do it next turn. Need to find the lizard land and be able to play it. If they have another lantern, I will be shocked, not gonna lie. No blocks. I have to play 2 lizards as well because of the authority and the way they could do something. With the 5 damage, but playing it into a lantern is quite heavy. Okay. It's pretty good. Gaining 2 life. 17 cards. I have to be really careful with the Explorer here. That's the most dangerous one, is the Explorer. The mill doesn't count as draw, so let's see if they... I hope they get rid of my Explorer, I really hope. But I have to get rid of Lumra here, so it's not what I do. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's see. This is a tricky one. Yeah. That is okay. Okay, how do we do this? They have 24, so I need to basically get everything 16 cards, huh? IQQ. We have 12 lands. So I could sacrifice this, but we need to keep this in case we find something. Wait. 4, 8, 10, 13, 14. Should be fine, right? Did we draw it? We did. So we have to play this. Playing a lizard. We have 10 left. Getting the life here sucks, but what do you want to do? Play one more. Then we finish off with where's it here? To get a life, yeah. Vampire. And yep. Should be enough, guys. Should be enough. Worst case Lewis, right? Worst case Lewis. Not easy to pull this off, but mathematics here. With this deck you can also risk quite a lot. Sorry guys, I don't know, the server here is really slow today. I had a lot of problems, but yeah, this is what we're gonna do. Vinelasher, 17. You see how slow the server is right now? Can you guys see this? 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 7, 28. It's enough. 29, 30, 31. So stupid. I love combo decks sometimes, especially if they're like totally different from what you expect. I mean, Lumra is a stable card in Pioneer. Here we go. Had to find the Mudflat village here. But we still had a land on our hand, so we could technically get the cards in the graveyard and have the Ice Tile get the card back and then use it. Okay. It is enough. We agree it is by far enough. Okay, we cannot mill anything anymore, but we bing, boom, 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 boom. We got it. This is so stupid. Well, that is the game. That is what we do with this deck. Pretty simple, right? Simple is a different way of saying it, but it is fun when it works, so yeah, GG. Allurin 1997. Yeah. We don't have green. Mulligan. Weird. Absolutely weird. We have a Spelunking and we have a Pillage, but I don't think with this type of hand we will be able to do it. Mainly because, yeah, we didn't draw the way we want. Opponent is on the play as well, so unfortunate. Playing against quite a new deck over there. I never saw that combination of cards. Just gonna... It's like the moment where you want to go like, should I keep trying it? Just want to see how crazy of a deck they have here put together. Okay. Let's see. We're on 18. There is no Vivi in the graveyard though, so that is at least one thing. But they go quite aggressive. I'm not happy about that. So taking 4 is not so cool, but at least we get a Spelunking in. There's no perfect either, but... No cave. I will get it untapped, so I have to play this first. Okay. We'll go for an Esper Origin here. Okay, how many cards do we have in the graveyard? We have 4 lands. It's actually quite interesting. It's actually quite interesting with the 4 lands here. Okay, we lose our card here, so we cannot use what I wish we could do, but... They missing lands. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Okay, sure. Sure, we keep our passage on our hand here. That's not too bad. We have 2 forts in the graveyard, which is kind of funny. Okay, gonna go for another one. Yeah. Maybe risky, but I will do it. If my Aftermath Analyst survives here, we're in a good position. We're in a good position, guys. We have decent blocks here. They don't have Cauldron. I will always block here. Okay, let's go crazy, I would say. Let's go crazy. We have 2 more swamps, right? That was stupid, we didn't. I have to see the lands. We have 1, 2, 3 untapped lands, which is not enough to make me happy here. So we're setting this up for next turn. Still a good blocker here. Pillage for 0 gives me the draws, right? I have 2 pillages. I need to find another analyst or something like that. But we still can block. They could have Cauldron, of course, but... lots of tunnels, and we have all the basic lands, which is quite funny though. 1, 2, 3. That's good for me. We get 2 mana as well from the Esper card there. Super nice. So we have to drop in a land. 2 mil more. Gives me more from the pillage here. I mean, can be unlucky, but... okay. Found a pillage and the other land. Okay, we go with this first. And then go with this again. Now, this is interesting too. We have an analyst on our hand. How many cards do we have in the deck? 28. So we're gonna do 2 rounds. Okay. Two rounds it is. Wait. F8. I can play this. And then F4 left. Get 8. It's too much math here. But I can mill everything too. I need to play the land. Okay. Let's do like this. And then we replay it after. Should be okay. We have to go with Lewis here. We're losing the graveyard 5 cards. Ten. 5, 10 damage. Okay. It's a bit a weird one. think I messed it up. But I still have Lewis, right? Should have played that card first. I think I messed it up. But it could be enough on the spot. So 6 more damage now from Lewis. I don't have it. I don't have it. I can sacrifice the lands here. And then play another one, huh? Do I have it? Yeah, I have it. Sacrificing. It's stupid, but it's a win. Play this again. We did it. We won against Vivi. I was thinking, do we have the Lewis angle? But no, we have the Vinelasher angle still. Yeah, this deck is really hard because there's so many things you have to consider. As long as we can redo this over and over, we can always sacrifice these. We can always sacrifice 8 lands, right? So we can replay it quite often if we have enough mana, right? So yeah, that's a game. We won it. Nice. Okay, Ogandoni. Oh. Sorry. Okay, one of those hands. Okay, Esper Origin is usually okay in this matchup. 2 of them. If this sticks, we can play tick, but there's no way my Llanowar Elves will survive. There's no way. Something I need in this matchup. Kinda weird, but it's the one I need. The one that makes me survive this most likely. Oof, we need both. It's probably Ice Tile. Ice Tile and try to ramp life. But I need Spelunking, so if I play... How much life do we have? 16. If I play Spelunking next turn, I get 2 lands in. Untapped, so I have 3. It's not good. If I play Ice Tile next turn, I get quite a lot of lands, so... Or should I just go Esper Origin next turn? Okay. We go like this. We go like this. I think it gives me more options depending what they play here. I probably have to block the Goblin here. Okay, never mind. Goblin gone. Have to consider the life total here. I don't... They could have... It's an interesting turn, to be fair. It is Esper Origin here. Ooh, that's a good one in the graveyard. Okay. We're back on 15. There could be sheltered. Slickshot, quite a lot of damage. Have blocks though, but now we have to definitely calculate this situation. Okay. I mean, I have to start with this. I have to get the Ice Tile. I think I just need to survive this turn. Explorer. Getting the second for Lewis, and then maybe just try to Lewis this out. Cannot play another card from hand. Okay, we get a lot of lands though. Okay. Don't want to play this for 0, I have 2 blockers in. Okay, 14 life is still a lot. We have 6, 7 lands. Double Slickshot is dangerous. Now I have to consider how I play this. I don't have a way to sacrifice the cards. Don't have something to get back either. Crazy. Okay. Well, we have one way, right? Using the Lewis to survive here, which is why we play this card. How many cards in the graveyard? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think just no matter what, it's this card. 7. Getting back on 19 could be good enough. I don't think they have enough mana to kill me here. I just don't see it. They have to use a sheltered. I mean, that's game now. Especially if they attack there. We do have a lot of life gain. But triple Slickshot is... okay. That's my bad. Card I wished I had. They have to block, otherwise they're dead. Okay, I'm getting so much life here. And this is 4-8. I'm 26, I can just go like that. And then I play this, and then I get 1, 2 lands, which is not good enough. So we just go again. I'm on 30, I just cannot see losing here. The next card is the GG card. We have 10 lands, and we get more from the summon, so that should be a Lewis finish. 13 damage with like 2 lands, even with triple Slickshot, it's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. Yeah, that's it. Okay, cute. Cute, 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 cute. Well, yeah, it helps when they don't draw lands and I mean, yeah, we ramp, right? But yeah, we won the game. That's good. Weird hand, guys. On the play. I guess it's good. Our Llanowar Elves are a bit meh, we would say. Sorry. I had to write back because of the early access. I really hope I get into it. I see people are mentioning me in the Discord. It makes me quite happy. Felipe even wrote them directly, so that's quite nice. Isn't that an order fail? I'm gonna thin out my lands here. Okay, it's gonna be tricky, but it's possible. If this... okay, there's a lot of damage coming in. I could block the headliner, but then I fall back crazy. But they will plus the headliner there. Maybe. Also, the trample is not so cool. Yeah, take the damage. I don't think I can really do much here. No block. Not easy. Not easy, guys. If they have a shock, it's really heavy. Need to somehow survive this. But it's not looking great. I can tell you that. It's not looking great. This is a good card. Maybe this one will help me with the survival here. But definitely have to go Explorer. And then maybe from there... could find a way out of the situation. Especially if I Llanowar block and then maybe. Okay. We have to block anyways, that's like how it is. They have 2 cards in hand and it's not a shock, we know that. They get an additional draw, we know that. They have a way to remove my Explorer too, we know that. So I have to block. I have to make sure I survive, right? Let's see. I take 1 damage from the claw, so I'm at 7. And maybe Lewis, you're the one. You're the one. Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8, so 6 life gain is pretty good. That's a trampler right there. That's a trampler. That's a problem, so I'm forced to use my ice tile to block. Okay. Don't know what they have on hand, but I at least see what they could potentially draw. The trample is really bad. It's a dangerous card too. So no matter how I look at it, I have to do a bad block, right? So if I block double here, which I maybe actually do, they can kill both. If I block, I have to block like this. I have to. But yeah, it's not looking great for sure. It's not looking great for sure. My life gain is still there, but they have the flyer, which is really bad for me. I take 4, I go on 3. Take 5, I go on 2 actually. And I will get 4, go on 6, have a life linker. They can only attack with the flyer. They can tap creatures, because they cannot attack with the ones there. And not with claw as well. So maybe. Maybe there's a world. That's it, right? Why did they think this long? I mean, it's mono red. I know you have to calculate, but it's like, yep. Okay, well, GG. You got me. Good game. Are you that door? That's a really weird hand. I will tell you that. Maybe. I mean, double Vinelasher. It's a lot of pressure. But, let's see. If you find Ice Tile, then that's already pretty good for me. Let's do Vinelasher first here. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna play both. We removal? Okay, let's see what it is. Okay. I will play this. If they wanna go auto removal, it saves me life, which is still good enough for me. Still good enough for me. So it's Boros Burn, huh? Okay. Every time I start a combo deck, the first game is Boros Burn. That's quite funny, but what do you want to do? What do you want to do? So they're gonna burn it again? Sure. Hey, we save life. We save life. Okay. I'm gonna sacrifice this first here and getting a green, and then we Esper Origin. If you see a land... That's a good question. I mean, this secures the land for the Vinelasher. So, I think this is okay. We have a Spelunking. Gives me faster draws, which is good. Maybe we have to play Esper Origins though, I don't know yet. Okay, it's a different type of deck than I was expecting there. I do feel like... we have 3 lands in the graveyard. So we will ramp. Okay. They'll put damage in us now. If that's it, I'm quite happy. Okay, that's quite fine. But yeah, I would like to draw a land here. It's not a land, so... what do you want to do? Whew. We do need a land though. I wish I had that card now, but... trying to find a land here. Oof, brutal. Still a 4/4, but Sheltered is also a card they have. 4 lands. I do want to have Vinelasher first though. But yeah, I definitely want to find lands. So I'm pretty sure there will be a Sheltered. That's an interesting one. I will block all day. I will definitely block the Zenith here. Getting the 2 mana though is quite important. If I miss a land, I need the 2 mana here. It is what it is. I did miss a land, so everything comes in untapped. So we do have to go for Lumra here, which is gonna be helping us quite a lot. Okay, so now this one shouldn't have been tapped here, so we need to make sure we're gonna get the other card back. In this case, I'm gonna just fetch this one here. We still have enough, so it should be fine. Gonna fetch this one. Just want to make sure I do have a lot of power. And I will survive. Get an additional land in there is fine. It's not optimal, but I mean it gives me another Lumra. We can attack here. So next turn we will win the game. We get 1 lizard back, and then we just sacrifice everything we have. I forgot how to auto-tap all the lands again, to be fair. I did forgot. Oh, a spider. A spider. Ah, they give up, they don't even let me do it. Oh, that's unfortunate, but hey, first game, first win, I guess. Ah, sad. I have to mull this. I'm not happy about it. But no green and Llanowar Elves is a mull. Okay. We do have Esper Origins, so kind of flexible with what we find. Again, the same shit. Sorry for my language here. I'm okay with drawing the 4th land just to be on the safe side. If they don't play anything here, I'm happy. Okay. Although, sorry. Missed the damage, but I think I'll go greedy. Maybe we have double removal, so it de-soak damage, which is good for me. But yeah, I'm not happy to see that flyer there. Let's see how much damage we take. Sheltered, okay. They gain the life, but it doesn't matter too much with the life. Okay, so they have a removal. What matters is our life. It's a good card, but something I want to play next turn. Because I need to find a tunnel in the graveyard. It draws me a card for sure, but we have the tunnel, so I'd rather go for my luck here and try to find something. Yeah, that's one thing. Yeah, Ice Tile, hoping for surviving. Trying to go for an auto nest for Origin. Trying to get the Vinelasher back, but it's gonna be really hard. It's gonna be really hard. We do get the extra mana from the summon here, which is nice. so let's see. If they have another Esper... Ooh, that's a lot of damage. 12. Mm-hmm. Not sure if I survive this. Not sure. I do need the Spelunker there, so... Cannot see myself surviving this, to be fair. I mean, I need literally one spell. Two spells. And they have 4 cards, so... Yeah, they got us. That's it. Basically one spell. GG. Cannot win every time. Yeah, we had a mulligan. We were kind of slow here as well. Maybe if we could get off with a Spelunking, but yeah. Not easy. Cannot win every game, right? Wunder. Yeah, this is playable against many different type of decks. Esper Origin is just such a good card in this list because it really helps us a lot to find what we need. Okay, that was Esper Origin, but it's replayable. It's a replayable card. I'm gonna set this up here. Not happy about this. But glad I removed that. I mean, that's okay. We still have a good life gainer here. Happy to draw that one. I don't need that one. I'd rather have something else. Getting life here is good. It's a land. It's fine. Getting the 2 mana from the summon is really important. They have to think about removing it, otherwise the Lou is gonna be painful. That Llanowar Elf is a beast. Gonna die now, but it's still a good card. Okay. This is where I cannot see another way. I will pressure now. It forces a removal, and it's a villain, so it's quite nice. Yeah. The villain on the pillager is really nice. Yeah, they give up. That's 2 mana is not enough, and we have good hand against an aggressive deck, so yeah. Victory. LSS 55555. Okay. Such a weird hand. I can try this, but it's not a good hand. This makes it even weirder. Okay, it's probably the analyst here. That's not good. That's the card I was hoping to keep for potential Esper. I'm really hoping for that one. Really, really hoping. If I find another green land, I will take it. Okay. Having another here, that's a good one. Okay, we lose that one, sure. Counter maybe? Too early. Okay, bringing in an elf. Probably removal again. That's okay, that's totally fine. We're not an aggressive deck, we're a combo deck. They're slow, we like that. Cat here is the worst card for sure. No cat. Trying to use this one pre-Explorer. Good cards in the graveyard here. Getting the 2 mana is really, really good. Maybe a removal there, sure, but still happy about this. Yeah, shoot the sheriffs out. So Ice Tile could come in huge. You don't have the Spelunking yet. Interesting card too. Just repeat. I would like to draw that one. That one is a good draw. We on 23 life, so I'm not really like scared or anything. Getting the 2 mana there is really big. We just pressure with this card right now. That's cute. That's actually cute. That's actually really cute. I would say this is annoying, but what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Definitely not the biggest fan of this. Could keep this back here too. We're gonna attack. Probably gonna be a big setup turn. Still on 20 life, they have 2 cards. They don't have draw. If they have the cat, that would be a problem. But like this is not too bad. They will not attack with the Tidebinder. They need to get rid of my Explorer. Of course they have another removal. So we face triple removal. Pretty good. So it's a setup turn. Good old setup turn. 17. I mean, we go in here. Let's see what we can do next turn. If we find... we need a Spelunking though. That's a bit of a problem. No cat is good for me. Maybe actually the Lewis is the play. Since you're in 11. Changes a lot now. Just hope no... just no Tidebinder, please. Would be really nice. Okay. So we need to find something to replay everything, which is... I would say it's Elf. So we can replay everything and then shoot them down, right? 1, 2, 3. How many cards? Yeah, it's Elf. Has to be Elf. If they shoot down a Pillage here, it's a problem. We didn't find the Elf. It's quite funny. The server's low. But yeah, we won the game. Now we do have an Elf. And we're gonna use this one. If they have another Tishana here, it's gonna be Elf again. If they had another one here, they get me, but I cannot play around it. Okay, here we go. We got it. Good game. Good game. This deck is performing really well. Really, really well. I'm happy to see this. Whoa, my brain. My brain playing this deck is not easy. I have to say, I sometimes forgot the Explorer there with the mill. Playing this at 4 AM is not perfect, but we still won games. And I probably did some mistakes, and yeah, you can point me out on this. But I just wanted to showcase this type of deck. We won quite a lot of games. There's probably different lines in certain ways, but hey, we win, right? And I had a lot of fun. I had really a lot of fun, and I wonder like how this type of combo deck will do. But what I don't like is, and same as the other deck I played yesterday, it's still a graveyard combo deck. And with the Sultai combo, there is graveyard hate, but it's best of 1, so it's probably more easier. If in best of 3, if you play this type of deck, what you try to do is to have a sideboard that helps you win the game without the combo, right? Setting up the combo is tricky, but we won with this deck against a Lantern. And the way we do it, they use the Lantern quite early because of our Esper Origins. So we just refill the graveyard, right? But yeah, there's graveyard hate. And in best of 3, you would definitely have a sideboard that would help and be a bit more aggressive. Because this deck can be aggressive sometimes, but yeah, Lumra doesn't have trample, sadly. So that's a downside, but you can still push quite a lot. Lewis has reach, which is nice. Super fun to play. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know in the comment down below. And yeah, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. We are growing quite a lot. I hope I reach my 4,000 by the end of the year. I am positive that we can do this in the next 2 months. And yeah, if you watch this and you're not subscribed, please help out with this goal. And I wish you all a good day, good night, wherever you are.